Hello everybody, first video on the channel. Welcome to Mr. Airsoft's budget projects, and this is the sister channel of Mr. Airsoft. But on this channel it'll just be me working on all my projects. Videos will just be what I'm doing and stuff to my various things, and maybe even some work fixes that I do since I'm a fleet tech. But today, we're working on my service truck that I bought recently, and I've kind of been building it up. Originally it was just a flatbed. This is a 1993 F Super Duty, which I've always wanted one of these trucks. OBS Ford. Gonna be honest, watching Zip Ties Bias Plies years ago, started watching him years ago. He's what made me want to get one of these trucks. It's got a 7.3 IDI non-turbo, ZF5 manual transmission. It's a blast to drive. It's very slow. It's got 463 gears in the rear. Yeah, data 80. I believe 463 is the ratio anyways. But yeah, this thing is slow, but it'll get you where you're going. But I got pretty much all the stuff on the bed, stuff that I bought for it. So that's a regular toolbox right there that I had when I used to work at an automotive shop. I took the casters off and I just bolted it straight to the bed, and I have a cover on it because I don't know how well it would do. Sorry about that, I got a phone call there. Anyways, so that toolbox there, have a cover on it because I don't know how well it'll do on the weather. It's got some holes on the top of it from the factory. I'm not, probably for fluid draining or something, so it doesn't collect on it. But anyways, right there is my air compressor. Fortunately, it's not an oiled compressor, so it's oilless. I don't know how well those do in the winter, but we're gonna find out. I don't use it too often, but it's still nice to have. That is my generator. It's an older model, probably 70s, maybe 80s. It's a pin core with a Briggs & Stratton motor. It generates 7,000 watts. So that thing is pretty nice. It'll power what I got. It'll run it no problem. And then got these Bauer, I guess you could call them pack-out toolboxes. They're nice to have. I just have them strapped down these D-rings right now. Then there's my jack, nothing special. A lot of this stuff that I have is going to be Harbor Freight because, once again, I'm young, just starting out, so I don't have a lot of money. This is my welder. It's nothing huge, nothing fancy. It's only a 140, but it's a multi-process. It can do MIG, stick, TIG. I haven't tried TIG yet. I usually just use flux core for the most part because, let's face it, it's just the easiest way to do it. It's also pretty quick to set up, so yeah. But actually, I was using it today for work. I should have videoed what I was doing. I thought about it after I was done, but I don't know, for next time. I just had to fix the job site we were at. I had to fix a fence for the homeowner because it got damaged when a log hit it when it was coming down. So I did that. I welded it back up, and then it turned out the guy didn't even like the fence, and he would have been fine if we left it. That's just how it goes, I guess. But anyways, today I bought these toolboxes pretty cheap. Marketplace, $100 around here. That's a pretty good price. But the guy told me straight out, hinges are bad on this one. They're in rough shape, so you can see. So on this side it's okay. He said, I don't know what he was thinking, but like weld this up. I'm not gonna take my time to try and weld these links up again. So I'm just gonna cut out the bad section, and I got some various hinges from Menards. I'm just gonna put those in. So that's what I'm gonna do in this video. Eventually, maybe I'll get a camera I can attach to myself, but right now, you're not really going to see me doing the work. But I'll still talk about it. And maybe it'll be interesting for you guys. Just got the generator running so I can cut off those bad sections with my angle grinder, but I just want to mention, I always like to have some of these guys around. You never know when they're going to come in handy. That, and then also some little machine screws, those can also come in handy as well. Right now I just have them in that box there. But yeah, get the generator going and cut that stuff off. Alright, so it looks like I actually had a lot less hinges that were actually doing anything than I originally thought. So this guy wasn't even hooked up. I accidentally started cutting into it, but it's only surface level, so it should be okay. Also, this toolbox really isn't in the best shape anyways, so I'm not trying to be perfect with this. I need this truck for tomorrow, so I'm just gonna get this done. Anyways, so it really was just this little corner doing most of the work. So these new hinges are definitely shorter, so I might just take these out and then might make some new holes that are lower down so that this whole thing can sit a little bit higher, and then these hinges will fit. But we'll see what happens. Alright, well, there you go. I got it all together. Of course, it doesn't look that great, but it works a lot better than it used to. It's a lot more secure. I just reused this old huge self-tapper in there. This hinge is okay. I'm sure eventually it'll go out and I'll just replace it. Put an extra one in there because I like to overdo things. And as you can see here, I put these two extra ones in there because I like to overdo things. And before you say, oh, these are going to get in the way, it still closes fine. I'm sure it's going to bend this. It already is, but this is most likely going to end up being a temporary fix. I'm sure down the line I'll end up doing better hinges or whatever. This is just get me by for now. It's better than what it used to be. Put another one here. Of course, I got all these bits of metal here still I gotta clean out. Put this in here, put this extra screw in here to hold this in, and that's always been there. But yeah, closes a hell of a lot better. It used to like bow out like this and it was like free, move freely. Now it's nice and solid. This one, it's always been okay. I just had to lube up these hinges here. Yeah. Then I cut off the ends of these self-tappers because I'm cheap. I tried putting in the machine screws, like, this is annoying. I'm just gonna put the self-tappers in, cut the ends off, then I'll spray paint these, maybe put some silicone glue over them. Because I marred up my bed there a little bit. I think a future video on here, I'm gonna be making a little house for my welder. Probably just gonna get some sheet steel and just make a little enclosure for it. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna go about doing that yet, but that's a future video. Yeah, I'll keep on making videos for things I do to my stuff, whatever that may be. ATVs, boats, boat motors, chainsaws, my trucks, and maybe work fixes too. We'll see. But yeah, once again, part of my sister channel, Mr. Airsoft. You can go check that out if you want. That's pretty much strictly airsoft stuff. It's got a few videos of engines running, but from now on, those are going to be posted on this channel. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, guys.